Today we're going to show you how you can seamlessly integrate financial accounting capabilities with Sage 300 directly into BluJay. Through our native connectors, you can synchronize orders, customer accounts, credit limits, balances, and debt. You can also process payments and customize a number of financial statements like P&L, balance sheets, aged receivables, and payables. Once you're in Sage, all of the functionality you need is down the left-hand side for accounts payable, accounts receivable, and general ledger. Additionally, there's a function called Visual Workflows, which provides a user-friendly entry point into all of the features your finance users will need. Let's take a look at a customer record. When we hit the search button, we can browse our customers or constrain by setting any number of criteria. In this case, we're going to select one customer record, and instantly available to me is all of the details about my customer. I have basic profile information, I have their address information, I have their tax and sales info, including a credit limit that is reflected inside of BluJay. I have their credit status, which gives me their receivables, also an aging summary. I have comments. I have additional information that we can store in Sage. Sage also provides an activity and status, which provides all of the statistics and transactions for the customer, which you can further refine by year and by period. Lastly, Sage provides a Documents tab, which gives you instant access to all of the recent invoices for this particular customer. So we can get all of the details, and we can double-click to drill into that specific invoice. Now we're taking a look at the invoice, which we could also print and display a copy, which reflects the same information from BluJay. And we also have the ability to view the details for that particular invoice. Taxes, terms, the sales split, and totals are also available right within this invoice view, and you can also toggle between invoices for this customer. We can also select a payment to view the details for fast payments, including bank information and specific transactional details for that existing payment. Now that we're back at the visual workflow, let's take a look at the aged balances, which is a critical function of your finance team. When we select the module, we get a detailed input screen where we can define the cutoff date period, the cutoff date type, and we can further constrain the data that we get back in our age summary by a number of criteria. Sage supports multi-currency, so you can report based on customer or functional currency. And when you click Print, Sage will generate your report, which will appear in Crystal Reports automatically. Now, the beauty of Crystal Reports is that you can export into any data format that you like. So you can use PDF, Excel, CSV file, and many more. So that covers a very small fraction of the capabilities at your disposal within the Accounts Receivable module. Now let's take a look at Accounts Payable. And the first thing that we'll do is take a look at our vendor details. So if I click on the icon, it opens the vendor module, and I can search and constrain by any number of categories so that we can get a finite number of vendors that we want to focus our energy on. Now we can view all of their details, including the address information, the contact info, some of the invoices for payables. We also get access to some optional fields that you would have in Sage, and all of this information is synchronized to BluJay. Additionally, we get statistics about this vendor, all of the activity that occurred for this vendor, and additional comments. Making payments in Sage is also a breeze with directly integrated EFT solutions, which we cover in a little bit more detail in another video. Now that we're back in our visual workflow, let's take a look at our general ledger transactions, which is a screen that's available in both accounts payable and receivable modules. If we select just our payment details, we can see all of our payments made once again constrained by any number of criteria, and we can actually print those directly to a report so that we can either view them or export them to any file format we want. Lastly, we have for accounts payable our analytical reports so that we can look at age payments, age cash requirements, age retainings, and vendor transactions. In any one of these screens, you can further constrain the details that you want to see related to payables and then generate a report that you can then export. The last part of our demo, we're going to focus on the general ledger, and we're actually going to jump directly to Financial Reporter. This is a very popular feature set within Sage because Financial Reporter is where you generate all of your traditional financial statements, including a P&L, a balance sheet, your ratios, and a number of other important statements. An important and powerful feature inside of Sage is the ability to segment your statements. You can segment by region, by division, or any other method that you use to govern your finances. In addition to standard statements, you can clone and extend and customize any statement inside of Sage specific to your business needs. We cover reporting and analytics in another video. We hope this provides you a good overview of the span and flexibility granted through Sage 300 when connecting directly to BluJay.